And we are a go for this Father's Day healing and honoring, integrating energy session of healing the father wound and integrating the sacred masculine. Whether you are a man or a woman, a boy or a girl, a masculine or a feminine, this is absolutely relevant to you. We all carry the inner masculine and the inner feminine, and we are all impacted by our lineages of men and women, particularly men in this case, particularly fathers. And we've all had a father, whether they weren't around or around. But yeah, and I don't say that lightly. There's definitely the absent father energy and energetics in my lineage and my family. My paternal grandfather, he just wasn't there. He exited the country probably either weeks or months after conceiving my father, and that was it forever. So that's a deep masculine father wound right there in my lineage. And also my dad was a workaholic, and so there's definitely a sense of absent father. And so you may have experienced that, be experiencing it right now, and those programs, those patterns are within, right? So if we don't integrate them, if we don't find that balance and bring love and presence to it, then it plays out in our lives. We act out this toxic dynamic of the absent father, the father who is emotionally unavailable, the man who is emotionally unavailable, the man who is not around, and the man who has to be strong at whatever cost, and the cost, what cost that is huge. Hi Joe, hi John, hi Mick. What does it cost you, if you are a man, to not heal and integrate this father wound? What is it as a man or a woman, girl or boy, female or male? Where are you with masculinity, with the father figure, your husband, the father of your children, your father, your dad, your pa, your grandfather, his father, right? So looking back, what patterns are around in your family constellation, in your lineage, around fatherhood, around being a man, being a responsible man, being a creator man who creates children, and you being one of those children, whether you're an only child or had siblings. You were created by a man originally, and so that goes on and on back through the family tree, almost to infinity. Not quite. And so we're being present with that right now, and so I invite you to be present to what is for you right now around the father wound. Where, what is that wound? And I'm making the assumption here that you're a human being watching this, and there's a reason why you're watching this beyond the randomness that we are indoctrinated into. And then in fact you are here by chance or intentionally, because this is relevant to you right now, where you are, whether you're watching this on the replay or watching this on the live. By the way, if you're on the live, please hashtag live. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay. I know that only like 5% or less even ever bother doing that, but it's also about engaging, saying, I'm actually here, and I'm with you. It's about being present, right? Being present in the now, consciousness present in the now, the divine masculine, present in the now, the active presence in the now, going, hello, I am here. I am here. I am not distant. I am not absent. I am not checked out. I am checked in. And so part of that is also going, hey, and literally going, hey, hashtag live, hashtag replay. No pressure. Has to be said though. And so it's also about showing up, being visible, being vulnerable. And yes, so, where are you with this energy of the Father? And so we're also looking into, where does it hurt? And what is that pattern in you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? So I'm going to take you through a little guided meditation and energy healing around this fatherhood wound. Because what we want is we want to be healthy and balanced, and we want to integrate the positive, the sacred, the divine masculine, and we want to embody it, whether we are a man or a woman. We want to have that embodied within us. We want to be active with that. We want to be showing up with that sacred masculine, that divine masculine, and present to it. Okay? Whether we're in a man's body or a woman's body, being present to the sacred, divine, masculine, that force that is in creation, of all of creation. Okay, so I invite you to close your eyes and go within, check in with your body, check in with your emotions, check in with your mind, scan your body, looking for any tense part, any tension, any contraction, noticing it, being aware of it, being present to it. And if you can, letting it go, letting it relax, bringing presence and warmth to that, energy to that. Where attention goes, energy flows. You want your energy to be flowing. So it's just about gently releasing, being aware of that which is calling your attention through its tension. Okay, so now we're in a more relaxed place. I'm just going to do an energy clearing actually for all those who are on the call live or on the replay, as we are now in a sacred contract of healing and holding. Of course, if you don't consent to this, then of course tune out. So I'm just creating a bubble of source love light energetics, which is of protection and clearing as well. Just clearing anything that's not in alignment with your highest frequency, the highest evolution of the higher souls of this group, in the live or in the replay. So you may or may not feel a difference there. Hello Tracy, hello Kika. This is really about tuning in and being present to, very much I'm very much about this presence right now with this Father, divine, sacred masculine energy and dynamic. And so, I encourage you to sit back and relax and lie down maybe, or just relax and sit back. With your spine straight. Ultimately, this is all about self-love, self-respect. All shadow work is really self-love. And so, being in that comfortable place, and that spine is straight, I'm going to root down into the earth now. So, seeing, visualizing golden roots sprouting from your root chakra, your perineum, down into the earth and down through your legs and through the soles of your feet into the earth, down through the crust, spiraling, growing roots, going down through the crust of the earth, into the center of the earth, deep down into the dark center of the earth, the crystal core of the earth. Rooted down, solid, grounding, earthed into the core of the earth. This matter, being present to the matter that we sit on, that we stand on, that we are supported by, that we lie on. This great, beautiful Mother Gaia presence that holds us. Connecting with that core through these roots all the way down into the core, the crystal core of the Mother Gaia. Okay. Just tuning into that breath. Not trying to change your breath, just watching that breath, its in and out flow, however fast or slow, deep or shallow. Now when I say Father, I want you to be honest and vulnerable with what comes up for you when I say Father, Dad. What feelings are around? Is it heartbreak? Is it sadness? Is it strength? Is it anger? Father, Dad, Vata, Father, Pair, Pada. Just being present to what comes up for you when you bring your focus to the Father energy, to your Father or the energy of the Father. What comes up, what emotions are present. You can type them in the chat if you like. Participation is integration. So just being present now to the father wound. That rawness, that vulnerability. Now I want you to visualize and feel, hear, see and know a golden light within your heart. Hearing, feeling, seeing and knowing this golden light within your heart expanding. Expanding sense of compassion and love and spaciousness and warmth emanating from your heart center, your spiritual heart center, this area here. Really feeling, seeing, knowing, hearing this light, this love, this golden light emanating from your heart, this compassionate field of energy. And now sending that light, that love, that warmth, that golden light to those emotions, to those feelings, to those parts of you where you feel this father wound. Maybe it's your inner child, the little girl, the little boy, who's feeling that absent father, or daddy doesn't love me, or daddy's not there. Papa's not present. Where's Papa? Papa's always working. Papa's angry. And embracing that little girl, that little boy, those parts of you, those fragments of you which are hurting. Bringing presence, bringing love, bringing that golden light, shining that golden light all around these parts of you that are hurting. It might be energy trapped in your body, it might be a particular organ that's hurting, or an area of your body, or a part of your psyche that is feeling that wound right now, that is feeling that lack or that hurt, feeling that grief, that loss. It might be in your throat. So you're being that love now, you're embodying that love that's emanating from your heart, and embracing those parts of you, that part, that little boy, that little girl, that man, that woman, that is feeling that lack, that loss, that is feeling that father wound. And I know this might be scary, it might be painful, but believe me, this is healing, this is presence, this is what it's all about, is integrating and being present to that which needs and asks for your love, that asks for presence. And I want you to say to your little boy, your little girl, to that part of you, that fragment of you, that pain, that hurt, that ache in your body, that sensation in your body, that feeling, I am here for you. Say that, I am here for you. I see you, I feel you. Repeat that after me. I see you, I feel you. I hear you. I love you. I am here for you. Embracing, engulfing, immersing those parts of you in this love, in this presence, in this golden light. Visualizing it, where attention flows, energy goes, feeling it, seeing it, knowing it, hearing it. Feeling this embrace, being this love. Taking the breath that you need, bringing in the oxygen that you need. If there are tears, let them come. Your tears are so welcome. It is beautiful. You are beautiful. This is just energy. This is emotion, motion, movement that needs to happen for balance to come, to bring back the harmony. And basking in this love, in this presence, in this golden light that emanates from your heart center. Basking in this love, directing this love, sharing this love with this part of you, this inner child, this little boy, this little girl, this baby, this man, this woman, this pain in the body, or this emotion, or this fragment of your soul, bathing it in this love, in your light, being this light, being this presence, being present to, compassionate, kind to. You deserve this, you're worth this. Now allowing yourself to see and feel and know anything that you need to be shown by this part of you, by these parts of you, these fragments, this little boy, this little girl, or what you need to know right now. Just being available to that, and for any guidance coming from your guides. You are grounded and protected. We are practicing. We are being the sacred masculine. Okay, and now I want you to visualize in your mind's eye your father, be he in the spirit world or be he in the material world. And I want you to see him and feel him as a child, as a little boy. And I want you to direct your love to him, direct your presence, your inner gaze, your heart, directing this ball of love and golden light within your heart, brighter and brighter, expanding it to him and enveloping your father as a little boy. Giving him your love, noticing how he is he scared, is he vulnerable, is he happy, is he joyful? Embracing him, immersing him in this golden white love, this source love light emanating from your heart, this compassionate awareness, embracing him, loving him, giving him what he needs, being present to him, seeing him, noticing him, engaging with him, with this love, with this presence, this pure presence. Notice how you feel, how this feels. Honor whatever comes up, whatever emotion, every feeling, every sensation, every thought, just honoring it, acknowledging it. And I want you to say the words to your father as this little boy. You can say dad or father or pa or whatever feels right for you. Father, I love you. I see you. I hear you. Father, I love you, I see you, I hear you. Dad, I love you, I see you, I hear you. And just really feel them and see them. See that little boy, feel him, know him, embrace him. Give him all your presence and all your love. Daddy, I feel you, I see you, I love you. You can say, Daddy, Father, Pa, I accept you. I forgive you. I accept you and I forgive you, Daddy, Dad, Pa, Father. I accept you and I forgive you. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I love you. Notice how it feels when you do this. What happens, what changes, what stays the same. What opens up within you. What stories are around. And continuing to be this loving presence. To be this accepting, acknowledging, forgiving, loving presence to your Father as a little boy, visualized, felt into your mind's eye, in your heart, in your aura, in your field, emanating this golden light, this love light, source love light from your heart center to your Father, to this little boy. Freeing him, loving him, setting him free, loving him, nurturing him, embracing him. And I want you to now visualize yourself embracing him, hugging him, cuddling him, looking into his eyes and cuddling him. As you do, feeling that embrace, that love, that presence, being present to him, being there for him in the moment, in the now, being present to this little boy in the now. However you feel about your Father now, it doesn't matter. It's about you loving him as this little boy. This is what is important right now. You being that love, you being that presence, giving him that presence. And you continue to look at him in the eyes or just continue to hug him, feel him. And again, Father, Dad, Pa, I love you, I acknowledge you, I feel you, I see you, I hear you. I love you, I accept you, and I forgive you. You were doing your best that you could at the time. Thank you for bringing me into this world. Thank you for being my Father. If it was not for you, I would not be here. And that is an absolute truth. And now I want you to say, as I honor you, Father, Dad, and your gift of life to me, I honor the sacred masculine within me. So again, as I honor you, Father, Dad, Pa, and the gift of life that you gave me, as I am present to you right now, I am honoring the sacred masculine within me, the divine masculine within me. Feel that, really feel that. Showing up for the Father. Being present to the Father within. And I want you to stay a few moments longer with this little boy, your Father. Giving to him, being present to him, loving on him, acknowledging him. His innocence as a little boy. Feeling him for all the little traumas he was facing, all the difficulty, the uncertainty, and also seeing the joy and the playfulness that he may have experienced and been. Honouring him. I just want you to just be with him and honour him. It's highly likely that if you didn't get whatever you didn't get from your father, he probably didn't get it from his father. And so on and so forth, all the way back in time to the very beginning, the first man. First man or men. So what we're doing here is we're creating a portal where we're actually healing time itself and healing the past, and that is then shifting our present and how we show up in the world as the sacred masculine within us, whether we are in a physical masculine body or a physical female body. It's our relationship with the divine masculine, the sacred male. So now, last few seconds of being with your inner father, your father as a little boy, being present to him, loving him. Cherishing those last few seconds, and now honoring him, thanking him, bowing to him. Thank you for the gift of life, Father, Dad. I honour you, saying those words. Thank you for the gift of life, Dad. Bowing to him, namasteing him. And now letting him go, saying goodbye, letting him go, setting him free. Setting him free. Thank you. Thank you, I set you free, Dad. Thank you, Father, I set you free. Letting him go. Coming back to self. Noticing how you feel, how you are, what's alive, what's different. Any tension still remaining. Giving that love to that tension, giving that attention to your tension. Being the presence, being the divine masculine. Being present to the tension. If you have any still in your body. Integrating this divine masculine into ourselves. Noticing how you feel. You feel different. Taking a moment, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths. 1 in, holding, out. Again, letting go of any tension, anything that's overhanging, still around, and in again. Holding for a minute, for a moment, and then releasing, letting go, out. And third and last breath, in. Holding for a second, for a moment. And now releasing any tension, any stress, any toxicity, any negativity out, giving it to the earth, giving it all up to the earth. And now just being in a resting state. Coming back on the count of 5, coming back. 5. Just being present to your body. 4, noticing how you are mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. 3, watching your breath, noticing where the breath is. 2, wiggling any toes or fingers. And as we slowly come back, 1, opening the eyes, being present to the now in this space that you're in, on this live transmission. Back here, back now. You may want to journal, write something down, share something. You're welcome to share something here. You know, the more things are expressed, the more you engage, the more it becomes present in your reality, and the more you can integrate and move through whatever it is, and honoring as well, you know, what has happened in your sacred process. So, yeah, you're welcome to share anything or ask any questions now. Yeah, so there's a moment here for sharing any commentary you want to give. How the release, how the energy healing was for you. On this Father's Day. And also, yeah, well, as you may or may not know, I'm a spiritual coach, New Earth leadership mentor as well. I do energy healings. This is called Vortex Alignment, this modality that I have brought in, remembered. And yeah, I'm available for one-on-one sessions, also for support, coaching support, for stepping into your multidimensional mastery and activating your purpose fully on this planet at this time, into your highest frequency, and really stepping up as a heart-led leader, whether you're a spiritual entrepreneur or a visionary or a coach or a healer, whatever it is that you do. I'm here to support you. I also have my upcoming program, the I Am Magic, which is about really stepping into magic, and that starts the 5th of July. There's a kind of early bird advanced pricing. You can get that on my website. I can pop the link in the chat as well, if you wish so. Yeah, and that's my website is jodiedean.co. Put that in the chat actually. Yeah, I'm not seeing any comments or anything, so I don't know if it's just no one's commenting, or whether it's taking a time to come through, whatever, it's fine. Technology can be a great help. It can also be not so great. But yeah, that's my website. This group is for sharing personally anything around your multidimensional up-leveling, about your journey, about it's about holding a space for transformation, for acceleration of your frequency, and really wanting to generate and cultivate community here around these values of love and service and truthfulness and courage and vulnerability and principled leadership, contribution, co-creating the new earth, mastering self-love, and really stepping up and embodying our fullest capacity in our individuality and all the gifts that we have and that we bring. So you're welcome to share in this group. And I've done some other activations recently, like the 6-6 portal as well. That's a couple of weeks ago now. But so get at me, and if you want to have a chat and you want to know how I might be able to help you, or just have a conversation, then just #chat or DM me directly. And I hope this was helpful for you. If you're on this call, if you've tuned in, then there's a reason why you're here. And on this Father's Day, it's a time to also really honor the divine masculine and do the inner work as well, so that we can be in a positive, healthful, masculine dynamic and energy that is alive and is present and is loving and is truthful and is of service, and that is strong, but in an inner strength kind of way. And it's about taking action as well, right? This imperfect, inspired, bold action, fulfilling and being all that we can be, and sharing and showing ourselves visibly and vulnerably. So yes to you, yes to showing up. You are enough, and your gifts are absolute medicine now in this time. People are ready for you. That is why you are here, and that's why you were born. Is to show up in this time and do your thing. Be the thing that you are, all the things that you are, being the medicine that you are. So thank you for listening. I love you. Take care. And stay in touch. Bye for now.